Welcome back to Thomas Turner Fishing Antiques. Today I'm revisiting one of my, probably my most favourite of all the reels that's ever been built, which is the Allcock Aerial reel. There's a slight difference to today's video system. We have 4 videos this morning and hopefully I'll have 8 this afternoon. You may have noticed the jelly babies to my right, and the good news is for every video that I do well, I get to eat a jelly baby. So I'm going to do my absolute best to make this a good one. Now the Allcock Aerial reel was invented in 1894, thank you, 1894. Henry Coxon is the one who's normally accredited with its design, its spoke design. If we look at what's called, or we refer to as a Coxon Aerial, that's an aerial with a wooden back plate. This one has an ebonite drum, and they have varying numbers of spokes from 3 to 6. There is a 6-spoke, here is a 4-spoke. Designed to run with the breath of a wind. These have gone through their ups and downs in prices in the last probably 10 years, and whereas now you'll pay, let's say, £800 to £1,200 for an aerial, they have been up as far as £8,000. So if there's ever a time to buy an Allcock Aerial reel, a good one, it's got to be now. But that's not the thing I'm looking at today. Most recently we had a collection come in and it contained a number of unusual variant reels. One of them is this one. Now initially we look at this, it looks like any other aerial reel, fairly similar to this. Ebonite drum, metal back, engraved on a back plate. What is unusual about this reel is this is called the Dominion reel, which was retailed by Albert Smith of Redditch. Now Albert Smith had a contract with Allcock to produce these reels with no writing on the back plate. They have an aluminium rear flange. They run beautiful. We can get a close shot on this. It runs silky smooth, hardly any wobble on it at all. They were a great reel, but they were never named. This particular reel is unusual because when the contract stopped around 1914 and Allcock then produced the reel for themselves, they backplate script engraved them. Can't remember seeing another one of these. They're really, really rare. And that scripting, that's scripting on the back, even more rare when they're not broken. That scripting on the back triples or quadruples the price. So if this was £500 or £600, it's now £2,000 to £3,000. So it's always worth picking up if you're looking at a bunch of aerial reels and you see the front. Don't write them off as just another ebonite aerial. Pick it up, have a play, and sure enough, you see on the back here the script engraving of Allcock's company. Aerials have always had a fascination. I think it's a thing you can go into a dark room and sit and spin at night, get rid of the day's stress. There is a massive collecting base for them. There is a massive number of them to collect. A friend of mine was trying to write a book on the ultimate aerial reel collection, and he had over 400 individual different models, and he still hadn't finished. So it's one of these things where the uncatalogued models probably reach 500 if you include them. So there's an awful lot to collect. They're great to fish, of course. And this here has got to be my favourite. I've got to mention this rod. This came into our collection last week. This is a rod called the Dipper. It's 3'10", whole cane butt with a split cane tip. It's absolutely lovely. It was custom made as a bit of a project. A little Allcock reel fits on it lovely. But wouldn't that be great to go down and fish for perch or anything like that, or anything larger? So there we go. Look at our website. Check out the Allcock Dominion Aerial. If you've got any questions on aerials, then give us a ring. I think I've done rather well, so I'm having a jelly baby. See you in a minute.